you seem to have that almost magnetic energy of saying we're still in the process of learning ourselves, and this is a networking event for us.
Well, I think you really hit it. What's different about IICLE, there's a passing the torch kind of mentality. I mean, I can remember 100,000 years ago when Chuck Bingaman, who was director, asked me to speak. And because someone who was on the group, the speakers group, had mentioned my name. And I never looked back from that point. And it's something that for the last 25 years I've had the pleasure of doing, bringing on new blood, if you will, new speakers, new experts, if you will, so that when I can step away from what I do with that particular course, I'm really happy that part of my input is still out there, part of my group is still out there, and doing a better job than I could have ever thought of.
But you never really want to lose the opportunity to actually get out of the office and to get into a situation where you can have a cup of coffee, or you can have a lunch, or you can meet some of the greatest teachers that are available, and they're open and accessible to you.
You know, I grew up having coffee in the morning with the older generation, and what I've seen at the programs that I've done and what I've participated in, or what I've come to as an audience member, reminds me of how important that relationship interaction is with the men and women that you are practicing with, that you are passing by, that are taking over, and how important that was to me. I mean, that's why I wanted to teach. I mean, not only that I do now, why I wanted to teach law school, to give something that I could give back, but to keep that collegiality is the word. And I too am really concerned about the notion of individual programs on discs. You really miss something as a learner, if you will, that you just can't. You know, you can satisfy the MCLE requirements by signing that paper after you've watched the disc or watched the program, but you're not going to experience that luncheon, that break conversation from either from the presenter's standpoint or from an audience standpoint.
Absolutely.